Hello everyone, Katie here, aka Peafrog, and today I'm doing a 5x5 tiny home speed build. So, here's a sim, Tanya Tiny. I thought I'd pop her in there so I had somebody to test it. Should have called her Tina Tiny. Because if you've made a tiny home before, you will know that you need a test sim because you have no idea if it works otherwise. And otherwise, if I'm putting this up on the gallery and people want to try it, they're not going to know if it works. And what I did was I went through to the debug menu and you can search for trash and then they have something to put in the bin if there's nothing there. If you haven't, been, otherwise you've got to make them make food and stuff and then throw it away and that's just pointless. So I decided to make quite an open plan downstairs, but I did this really cool thing where, because it's 5 squares long, halfway is 2.5. So I put the sofa halfway through and then used these beautiful screens from Get Famous to make a dividing wall exactly halfway, which is on, square 2.5. So you can't put an actual wall there. So I was pretty pleased with that. And then a little dining room, that's all you need. Dining table. So we're going upstairs. Here we go. Now, if you don't know about this challenge, basically you have to make a house that fits on 5x5 squares. You can have as many floors as you like, and you can have things outdoors and landscaping and things, but all of that has to fit within 75 squares total. So it's pretty small. And my idea for this was that she, maybe she's renting this place. It's a pretty kind of tacky outside. You'll see when I do the roof and stuff. I tried to make it look pretty old-fashioned. Maybe it's like a 1950s council house or something. So it's like a really cheap, tiny little place, but she's really tried to do up the inside to make it minimal and modern. That was my idea. That's one of the reasons why the doors are quite old-fashioned, I thought. And I thought that worked quite well. She hasn't changed the doors and windows because generally, if you're just moving into a place, you leave the stuff like that. Or maybe it's even rented, but she's been allowed to paint it, and that dividing wall is like a screen that she's bought, that she's put in there, as opposed to it being actually like kind of structural thing. So that was my idea. And I thought this worked quite well. But no, I found this challenge weirdly easy. I don't know why. So after this, I am going to do a 4x4 house, which is more tricky because the stairs don't fit. Unless you do something very clever, which I've thought of, which is offsetting the rooms, because you can do that. It's just that every floor needs to be a certain size and the footprint needs to be no bigger than 75, which it won't be. So I've got a pretty good plan. I think it's going to be awesome. So putting a little patio out there. Don't know what that thing is. Go away. I love how there's such weird stuff with some of the packs, like especially with Get Famous and Get to Work, because of all the stuff that goes in the playable careers. And so you're just like, what is that thing? Oh, and like in Strangerville, there's a plane, like a plane wreck. I think there's also, or is that in Jungle Adventure? No, there's one in, maybe there's one in both. I haven't played Jungle Adventure yet, but I've just finished Strangerville and that was great fun. Oh, obviously the floor is gonna be the cats and dogs wood, because we love the cats and dogs wood, don't we, boys and girls? It's literally the best floor in the game. I had a trouble with flooring the downstairs because obviously I couldn't put floor on just half a tile, so it had to be all the same, which I thought was a bit of a cop-out, but there wasn't much I could do about it. I do put a nice rug in the living room. I also had trouble picking the walls because originally I was like, well, maybe it's rented so she can't change it, but then I went, no, okay, well, it's rented, but she's decided to paint it because the landlord has given her permission. There's the tacky roof, don't like that roof. And I thought it was a cool element to add. There's some children outside, I don't know if you could hear them. It's end of school time, so everyone's coming home from school. And I thought little balcony upstairs, gotta put some columns though, because otherwise, how is that staying up? No one knows. Let's get that rug in. Got a nice minimal look there, old-fashioned house minimal look. I thought that this was, I'm really pleased with this. I feel like every video I've done, I've gone, I'm really pleased with this, apart from the challenge, the 5-minute Create a Sim challenge. I was not pleased with that. That was a bit of a travesty. I'm not very happy about it, to be honest. Still got flashbacks, but it's okay. I'll move on. I should do some more Create a Sim things. If you have any ideas of what you'd like to see me do, then please do tell me. That would be fun. Oh, I'm putting that toilet roll in. What a nightmare. Don't know why it was so difficult. But when you've got walls on cutaway, you can't even see it anyway, so I don't know why I even put one there. Quite like that towel rail underneath the window as well. I thought about putting a little rug under the toilet like you get around the edge of the toilet sometimes, but I thought this was not the build for it. It's too modern. Spent some time figuring out what colour to use for the walls. I did that thing, you know, when you do sample colours on a wall to see which looks better. I did basically that to see which matched the duvet, which is bizarre because who matches the walls to their duvet cover? You buy the duvet cover afterwards, surely. She's got a nice kind of greeny, turquoisey blue vibe going on upstairs. Very pleased with that. But also white walls, because I'm thinking, okay, maybe the walls were white in the upstairs. And she thought, well, some of this is okay, and the floor's nice, so I'm just going to paint the two walls near my bed to, you know, separate that slightly. Also, I love the grey bathroom. I'm all about using colours, so actually trying to do this quite minimally was tricky for me. But as you can probably tell, it's not very minimal. But I managed to get in a chest of drawers there. And a lovely clock by the window. Thought I'd add in a bit more clutter. Also, look at that. She can use the things underneath the stairs. Did I... question though. Did I test the fridge? I don't think I did. But she can use the bin under there, so I assume it works. Well, if it doesn't, you can move it back to where I had the fridge originally if you really want to use this, because they can use stuff under the stairs. Even that bin that was right tucked in there, so that's pretty good. I thought I'd put a little plant. I feel like that's like a yucca. It's probably not called that in the game. I don't know who that woman out the front is, though, but she looks like she's doing a kind of Reservoir Dogs walk. I like it. I would sing the theme song, but I don't know how much I'm allowed to sing of it, and I don't want to get in trouble. If she comes back, I'll sing a bit of it. Let's find out. Okay, question for the viewers. That fire alarm is on the wall. Now, is that just a weird Sims thing, or in America, do you put fire alarms on walls? Because in England, you put them on the ceiling. Like, that's what we do in the UK. It's just bizarre to me that you put them on the wall. Please let me know in the comments. This is when we get a full comment section of just, this is where my fire alarm is, which is going to be the most boring comment section you have ever seen, but please do let me know. I don't know. Also, right, the snowball lampshade. I know it's a bit tacky, but something about it just screams IKEA to me, and I love it. And everybody I know has got one of those snowball lampshades. There's one going up there. There it is. Okay, so we're in the tour. Let's go inside the tiny home. Look, it's very small, but I would say cozy as opposed to cramped if I'm the estate agent. Okay, I'll be an estate agent. Here we have the kitchen. There we go. You can see the living room through this dividing wall, which is great if you want to watch your TV through a mesh. There's a clock, so you're not late for work, which you obviously have to go to because you clearly must have a full-time minimum wage job if you're living in a place like this. Here we have the very small, cozy, upstairs. You can go painting. We have these beautiful doorknobs and a very modern grey bathroom. Isn't that lovely? Look, there's a computer here for free, apparently, if you move into this place. That's where your laptop goes. And look at the beautiful sights of Newcrest. How are they here? Why are there things in Newcrest? Technically, nothing's been built here, but you can see stuff anyway. That's one of the beauties of this place, if you buy it. No, it's enough doing that voice now. I like those pictures on the wall there. I think, actually, I would live here. I think it's a really nice place, and it's not too small to be able to live in. You know, you got your amenities. You know, if you get this from the gallery, you should be able to just start playing. I don't think I've missed anything. Let me know if I have. It's a, 50s maybe, old house. It's been done up all modern. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I like it. If you enjoyed this video, you could give it a like. That's really nice. Give a little thumbs up. You can also subscribe so you can see more videos. And you can comment to let me know where your fire alarm is if you want. But thanks for watching. Bye.